Think like a genius. Tyson's tips for lifelong learning and success. Imagine what if the smartest person in that room gave you all of their secrets to success, and it could change your life forever. And today, we are here with a stargazer scientist giving his account about the magnificent world of stars and planets that do not merely cluster up, but to a stargazer like him is new every day. However, this is not necessarily about how to create space, but more so about capacity in your life. Expect to be second-guessed or left in radio silence. Stay with it, as you will come to know your world in an all-new light by the conclusion of this. Tyson. The key thing I learned from Tyson was to remain eternally inquisitive. New discoveries, new innovations, all of them are the result of curiosity according to him. You ask questions, and are open-minded enough to grow in life, that you are willing to call out the bad truth, which not many people will do. Have you ever been asked for your advice at work and the results of your feedback came back negative? I bet it is never again. And Tyson goes on to elaborate. As a boy, he developed a fascination with the stars that spurred him to explore and learn about the universe. Tyson would like us to all be the 3-year-old always asking why. After all, every question allows us to know more and see further. Tyson also talks about the importance of skepticism. If the old, dull wisdom of the previous generations goes largely unexamined, in a world awash with information, there is more to be said about what you are being told. He cautions, do not ever presume, however, inquire and check out as an alternative. This approach is good because it helps us make better decisions, as well as learn about the world and our experiences. But in these essays, Tyson demonstrates how a willingness to critically think can uplift in spite of all of life's curveballs and this rapidly changing world. Tyson's other principal piece of advice is the need to learn to fail and fail well. He sees failure not as the opposite of success, but as part of it. Tyson mentions how most notable scientists and entrepreneurs in history have tried dozens of solution finders and failed before something worked. The artist in him teaches us the way to convert failure as a learning curve, not a full stop of our story. There is self-growth in recognizing the importance of failure as their exit ticket to continue on to success. Tyson is known for bringing this idea home for us in his lectures. The universe is always trying to remind us how easily we can be reminded of how easy it was. He says that thinking about how large our universe is can put things into perspective. It makes us look at the vast oceans on this planet and allow us not to realize how little we really are and how fragile life can be. But then there's Tyson, and he reminds everyone to look up at the stars and see the beauty in the evening sky. For a moment, this is all we need to move us toward amazement and gratefulness. It allows us to view the world through different eyes. A follow your passion message is the most standard, and in the case of Tyson, it's also one of DA most resonant. He believed we all had a purpose. We were all supposed to be in pursuit of our particular calling, and when we followed this, life is content. Tyson himself grew up with a fascination for the stars, which ultimately led to his profession as an astrophysicist. He tells us to take what we love and do it and then fucking give it all out. Great things will be happening naturally and we become more successful, and through our success the world becomes better. By that he means life is in learning. In Scobel's mind, learning shouldn't stop when you leave school. Of course, instead we should strive to learn one new thing every day. Tyson reads, and reads well, and needs information fixed. He tells us to be open-minded, and tells us we must learn something from all people, creatures, fires, and objects. This kind of outlook can make us view life's highs and lows as a perspective much wider than the self. All in all, great pieces of advice for a successful self-learning career, and how humility is very important. Although he is a well-educated man and what he has achieved which is beyond my words, but he stays modest. He knows he will never know everything, and that this is the reason there are new things to learn. It might not click immediately, but Tyson's humility highlights that no matter how much we achieve, there is always more to learn and improve. Tyson also stressed the importance of staying positive and hopeful. He believes that a happy man can overcome the challenges in his life and can somewhat motivate himself. Tyson goes over stories of how his optimism has saved them in hard times and inspired even those around him. His core message is that we need to find goodness in life and keep hope even in the worst of times. Tyson also discussed the value of teamwork and collaboration. He knows that we can do great things when we work together. Tyson: especially when making videos, I often work with other scientists or experts from various fields of knowledge, and I value their input. He has advised us to work with as many people we can and learn to value them for their unique abilities and points of views. By doing things together, we can address issues and meet shared objectives. In the end, Tyson leaves us with an exhortation to live purposeful lives. He feels that having a purpose comes from the idea of knowing in life. Tyson wants to go out into the universe and excite people about it. He warns us to create our own destiny and work tirelessly towards it. A meaningful life, a fulfilling life will make others who cross your path have received something that is impactful, and you leave a lasting legacy. Neil deGrasse Tyson quotes to live by his words. Ask us to examine our lives, the decisions we make, and by taking his advice, live more curious, thoughtful lives of fulfillment. The wisdom of Tyson, thankfully, has shone a light on the sky and inspired us to space unapologetically, as his most resounding point, interrobang. Therefore, listen from your heart and remember them to motivate you to live your life meaningfully.